Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video, well hopefully it's quick, just about, it's something that I don't really talk about because it's so stigmatized even now, like, how many people walk around with mental disorders. So I am bipolar, and I've been dealing with my bipolar disorder for a very long time, for like 10 years, and it's been very difficult. Like, people like to joke around that, like, well, everyone's bipolar, and everyone has mood swings. And while that may be true, while people do have mood swings, bipolar disorder is not just comprised of mood swings, and that's not all it's about. There's a lot of different aspects to it, and when it is severe, it feels like you don't have a life. Like, I personally feel like my disorder has ruined my life, and it's ruined a lot of my social interactions with people, just because it's just hard for me to have friends, and hard for me to maintain relationships that are healthy because of this disorder, because this disorder is just so chaotic, and it kind of just wants to rip your life apart. And I haven't been taking medication for my disorder in, I think, a year. Like, I've been off medication for like a year or a year and a half, something like that. And earlier today I had a very intense, depressing episode, and it was one of those, and it's just not a very, very good place to be. And I made the decision to go back on medication and to further, getting help, because it's just not a disorder that should be taken lightly. It's not something that, it's kind of mind over matter. Like, people like to tell you, oh, well, if you're depressed, like, just get over it, or like, just go outside and get some fresh air, work out, get like those endorphins. And while that's true, like, it's very difficult, especially if you have a disorder and you also have other stuff going on. Like, if you're like an alcoholic, or if you abuse drugs, or if you self-injure, or just any other things that you might do, it just makes it like 100 times worse when you do these things on top of having a disorder. So it really hurts me that I can't be open with people that I know, because they'll look at me different, or they'll act different towards me. They'll think I'm crazy. And I've had people in my life that have called me crazy and have just said some really negative things about me, because they don't understand, and they just think that they just, I guess, go with assumptions from the media or from wherever else that you can get any assumptions from, and they don't really take the time out to really talk to you about why you're feeling a certain way and what they can do to help you. And another thing that has bothered me is people really don't take suicide seriously. Like, they just like to think that it's something that's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you tell someone that you are thinking about killing yourself, I think that's serious. And I guess because I've been in the situation, and I know how it feels to want to kill yourself. I guess that's why I'm such an advocate for people taking it seriously when other people tell them that. Like, it's not something that you could be like, all right, well, like, just calm down and, like, I'll call you later. There might not be a later, like, it doesn't matter if you have a person that, like, cries wolf all the time, I guess you can say. Like, they're all like, oh my gosh, I'm so depressed, I'm gonna kill myself, and then they don't. And then it's just kind of like they just keep doing it over and over again and saying that, it doesn't matter, like, because you never know. Like, one day they might do it, and then you might feel guilty because that person reached out to you and you didn't do anything to help them. So, like, I guess just really take mental disorders seriously. Take bipolar seriously. Take when someone's telling you that they're going to kill themselves very seriously. Because you never know. You don't. And when you're in a depressed state, not so much manic, I guess, because with personal experiences, like, when I'm manic, like, I'm just, like, the happiest ever, and I'm just like, very energetic and, like, the life of the party. Like, I'll talk to anyone. I'm not shy at all. Like, I'm very outgoing, and I'm like Jekyll and Hyde because I'm just totally different when I'm depressed, and I'm totally different, like, in my normal life. Like, in my normal life, I'm not like my manic person at all. Like, I'm pretty shy normally. I'm a pretty shy person. I don't, like, really talk to people, and that totally changes when I'm in a manic episode. But when I'm depressed, like, it's very severe, and I would like people to get more educated, honestly, because even if you don't have a disorder yourself, or if you don't know anyone that does, still, it's good to not be ignorant, and it's good to not just have these misconceptions and think that everyone that has a mental disorder is just crazy and they can't get helped, and like, don't talk to them and, like, treat them like they have this crazy disability. It's not cool. You wouldn't act the same way if you heard someone had diabetes. You wouldn't be like, oh my god, like, don't fucking talk to that person because they have diabetes, and, like, they, like, talk to themselves. Like, you wouldn't act that way. And it's essentially the same thing. Like, it's an illness that you can't control. Like, I can't control my bipolar. The only way I can control it if I get on medication, and therapy helps a little bit. But yeah, so I guess that's all I wanted to say about it. I'm kind of still, like, iffy about if I want to, like, indulge more information about it, just because I'm kind of scared, I guess. Because, like, it's just, I've just had experiences where people just are not sensitive, towards hearing that I have a mental illness. And it's really hurtful to be in relationships where people don't acknowledge what's wrong, and people kind of just want to sweep things under the rug. And this is a serious mental disorder, and for people not to acknowledge that, and for people just to pretend like nothing's going on, like, that really hurts. So I guess so many years of that, so many years of pretending like I'm fine, has kind of just made me feel like I don't want to talk about it. But I've been watching YouTube videos on here that do, people do talk about their disorders, and people are very honest here and very, like, just transparent in the way they express themselves. And it's refreshing because you don't feel alone, you don't feel by yourself, and you don't feel like you're making, like, you don't feel like you're being dramatic about something. Like, I had people in my life tell me that I was being dramatic, or tell me just get over it, or tell me like, oh, why can't you stop doing this, and why can't you do that, and why can't you be like this model person. And it's like, I can't be like that, you know. I'm not perfect. At the end of the day, like, I'm a human being, and I make mistakes, and having this disorder doesn't help. So, like, especially like my mom and stuff, she still to this day, she kind of just like doesn't really acknowledge it. Like, she doesn't acknowledge that I have a problem. And when you don't have that support system, I have to tell you honestly, like, it's very hard to manage and to just live a healthy, productive life, because you kind of feel like everything's on your shoulders, and you have to just kind of carry the load on your, like, by yourself. And you know, some people can do that for a while, but then, like, after some time, it just gets like too much, you know. And you kind of have to like share it with someone else, and like kind of talk to someone else, and kind of, you know, like vent and just express yourself to someone that won't judge you. And that's where it gets hard, because people are gonna judge you. They are. And you know, when you find someone that doesn't judge you, when you find someone that really just wants to listen to what's going on, like, keep that person nearby. You know, like, try your hardest to just maintain that friendship or that relationship, whatever, because it can help you with dealing with the disorder, because when you don't have that support system, like, it's not a good place to be. I think you definitely need support system, you definitely need medication, and you need therapy to kind of maintain. So yeah, I'm gonna decide if I want to talk about it more or if not. But you know, for the people that do watch my videos, please let me know, you know, if you have any questions or what you want me to talk about. If you do want me to talk more about my bipolar disorder, which, like, no one knows about, because I do think it's good to just talk about it. So yeah, let me know. Bye.